So I live in a predominantly white neighborhood where I'm like the only like racially ambiguous person there. And it's weird because living there makes me want to come up with a show called Old White Ladies Say the Darndest Things. Here's an example, right? So I'm in the elevator and this lady comes up to me and she was like, "Oh my God, you're Latino? But you speak just like me." I was like, first of all, it's an ethnicity, not a speech impediment. I know this lady thinks that we all just talk like Cheech Marin. Like, "Orderly Holmes, good morning." Like, that's what you're expecting. This other lady comes up to me, she's like, "Oh my God, you have the most intelligent eyes." And I thought about it, I was like, what does that mean? And I realized, that's old white lady for, you look Asian as fuck. You look like I can cheat off your math test. I understand I'm a racial ambiguous look because I'm mixing too many things. I'm Salvadorian, I'm Nicaraguan, I'm Honduran, and I'm French. Which is a magic trick, because when you tell people you're mixed with more than two things, people are like, fuck it, he's Mexican. It's weird being mixed, because like, your family photos are like, everyone looks different. Like, for example, like, some of our relatives look black, some of our relatives look white, some of our relatives look Native American. So when we take family photos, it looks like we're trying to summon Captain Planet. Earth, wind, water, heart. It's weird being Latino, but I was born here, so I don't do a lot of stereotypically Latino things except for one thing. I used to be a professional wrestler. Yes, like I used to wear a mask, jump off the top rope, do flips like Rey Mysterio. Like that's what the fuck I did. I remember like I had my first date when I was 16. I thought it was the shit. I used to travel the country. Well, not really the country, like DC, Maryland, Virginia, but like that's across state lines, so that counts. Thank you. And like the thing that got me about it was my first gig. I was 16 years old, and I remember the email to this day. They're like, all right, so you're booked for the gig. Remember that you have to shave your chest, you have to wear a Speedo, and you have to put baby oil all over your body. And I still remember being at the Boys and Girls Club. And it being dark, like the lights are flickering, and I have like a bottle of baby oil. And I'm sitting there 16 years old thinking to myself like, am I being sexually trafficked right now? I guess I shouldn't answer every email before the age of 18. Man, it's really weird. Anyone here dating in their 30s?
In their 30s or under?
In their 30s. That's just her way of saying you old as fuck. Like you can see the grays. You see the salt and pepper coming out there. She's like, excuse me, old person, did you meet under 30?
No, I'm 30 over 2.
It's different, right? It's different. I always tell people that dating your 30s is different than dating your 20s. Because when you're dating your 20s, man, it's fucking sad. Everyone's getting married and shit. But when you're 30s, it's fucking awesome because everyone's single again. It's like crazy. It's like welcome back. It's like, you know who doesn't care that you're shorter than 6 foot tall? You don't. Do you know what it takes for people not to give a fuck how tall you are? 2 baby daddies. Fucking cure. So fucking cure. Do you know what's crazy? The strip club becomes different when you're in your 30s. Because when you're in your 20s, you go to a strip club to see naked women. That's your whole reason. You're like, I'm trying to see naked women. I'm trying to see titties, tits and ass, tits and ass. When you're in your 30s, you're like, I'm going there to be heard. I just want someone I can talk to. Girl comes up to you, she's like, hey daddy, you want a lap dance? She's like, no, but can I talk to you about Monday Night Raw? It's weird, it's weird, it's weird. I'm in a relationship now. Glad that you're in a relationship. I'm glad in a relationship because like I was just finding out too much stuff about single people for being single for so long that like it was just disturbing my mindset. Like, fellas, did you know that women don't refer to you by your name to their friends? They give you like a nickname, and that's what they refer to you as. I call it like the group chat name. Yeah, yeah. I found this out the wrong way, right? So I went to go meet a girl at a bar, and I texted her that I was gonna go see her, and I didn't realize that she was standing next to me, and her phone lit up, and I got to see what she had my number saved under. Yeah, she had my number saved under Mexican Kevin Hart. I was like, is that a short joke? I was like, I have you know that I'm average height for a woman in China. Like, I'm average Ling Ling's height, alright, so it's right. But I'm in a relationship now, and I tell people that like being in a relationship is weird because you never realize how annoying you are till you're in close communication with someone. Like, for example, like you're like, fuck, I talk that much, and maybe want to call my parents and be like, hey, thank you for still being friends. Like, invite me over. It's weird. It made me understand that there's a difference between understanding and knowing. Like, knowing is knowledge, right? That means you really get that shit, right? There's an emotional attachment to it. Understanding means you get it. And I realized that, like, before I understood I couldn't like other chicks' pictures on Instagram. After I came home one day, and my girl was like, why you liking fat bitches' pictures on Instagram? I was like, I understand. I now know I can't like other girls' pictures on Instagram if I want to have a happy life at home. I understand this now. That hit some people, other girls look at me like, you fucked up. I was like, yeah, I could be annoying. I can totally be annoying, but I also realize that like, you know, there's exes that I still have like bad feelings for because like, you know, like there's just grudges that you have with exes. Like for example, like I ran into one of my old exes at the club. And she comes up to, she's there with her friends, you know, water under the bridge and all that shit. So she comes up to me and she's like with her friends and she's like, oh, this is Jay. You know, and then she just chimes in and he's like, he just broke up with me because I got pregnant. Do you know what she left out? Wasn't my baby. It's a pretty important fucking detail. I go from victim to asshole. Oh man, it was crazy. I was heartbroken though when I found out that she cheated on me. But I still think it's weird the way she presented it to me. She was like, I got something to tell you. It was so nonchalant. She was like, I got something to tell you. I'm thinking to myself like, oh, you know, what's going on? You know, maybe it's a communication issue. She's like, I'm pregnant. And I was taken back. I was like, oh shit, you're pregnant? Get the fuck out of here. I'm like 18 years old thinking to myself like, yo, my life has changed. I gotta drop out of school. I gotta support this baby. And she just goes like, oh, why are you freaking out? It's not yours. I was like, you cool with this? So apparently it could have been 5 other dudes' babies, right? It was a Maury Povich thing, except I knew I was not the father of either. Which I don't know if that hurts more. But like, it hurt me so bad because she was amazing at sex. Like she used to go loose and pop it up tight. Like it was some magic Cirque du Soleil type shit. And all I could think to myself the whole time was like, you know, damn, like, I'm so hurt. It could be 5 other people's baby. And then I had another thought. I was like, but yo, for real, practice does make perfect. Like, she's put in the 10,000 hours. Like, she's put in that, like, LeBron James, like, Kobe Bryant work ethic. Like, she was really in there. So, mentioned I'm a fan of professional wrestling. I'm still a fan to this day. Yeah. Thank you. One person's a fan. Hell yeah. You're like one of the first people to do that, because usually when I say that, like, comedians will come on stage, they'll be like, who masturbates? Everyone's like, yeah. Who's into like anal? People are like, yeah. Then I'm like, who's into professional wrestling? People are like, crickets. And it's funny because my old roommate used to make fun of me about it. He was like, ew, you like professional wrestling? Get out of here, man, grow up. Like, all it is a bunch of muscle dudes with some stupid costumes, stupid storylines, and the fakest fight scenes ever. I'm like, you're right, man, I gotta grow up. What do you want to watch? Dude, let's watch The Avengers. Has anyone seen this piece of shit, The Avengers? Just terrible writing, just the worst writing ever. They put no thought into the name of the superheroes. Like, there's a dude who's part spider, part man. His name is Spider-Man. Real creative. Another guy, part ant, part man. Guess what his name is? Ant-Man. Here's another one. There's a guy with an iron suit. Guess what his name is? Iron Man. So they kind of spoon feed you the name of the superheroes and their genders, just in case you couldn't already tell. And there's one superhero they don't tell you though, like, which kind of is suspicious. They don't tell you what the fuck he is. His name is the Hulk. And they don't tell you what the fuck that is. They just put in a word you've never heard and just let you figure it out. I thought about it. There's only one thing you could have possibly called that guy. Alien Penis Man. Right? I know this table's not feeling me. They're like, we won't get it. Think about it, right? What's his superpower? Think about it. What's his superpower? Alright, so he's all weak, right? But when he gets excited, he grows, gets big and veiny, and wants to smash anything in his face. He's basically every single man after 2 shots of Casamigos. That's all I'm saying. My name is Jay Rivas. Keep it going for y'all.